So I'm going to have you answer two questions in just a second here. But first, I'm going to show you the platform that I tend to heavily use for things like this. So Pull Everywhere is a great website that a lot of the free features are perfect for what I need. I don't have a paid subscription, though I do know some people who do have a paid subscription. But what I need it for, I usually can get by with the free plan. And so once you have logged on, you will go to the main page where you can create polls. So you'll see that I have a couple of things on here already, and that's because I set up some different polls for a teacher last semester. I was a social studies teacher in 8th grade, and the students read the book Refugee. And so these are grouped. So Refugee, his second period social studies class, all of the polls that they did are down here, and they're grouped together. And so you can see that all of his classes are grouped based on the period, so that all the kids were doing the right poll. And any other poll that I create right now will be an ungrouped unless I make another group. The great thing that I love about Poll Everywhere is that it's not just about polls. But it's all kinds of different polls, not just basic stuff. There's multiple choice. There's word clouds, which Answer Garden is another very popular word cloud, which I will also use at times, but I tend to just now go to Poll Everywhere. Basic question and answer, ranking order, clickable images. There's a whole bunch of other things, though, and just depending on what you want to do, with your patrons or students, or the information that you want to get just depends on which option you are going to click on. So I'm going to walk you through what it looks like to set one up so that you can learn this tool as well. So you're going to see everything, of course, from the creator of the poll. And that will look different when you go to answer this. So the word cloud is the first one that I'm going to set up. And the question is, in 3 words or less, describe your relationship. I can't type and speak at the same time. All right, so in 3 words or less, describe your relationship with technology. And again, at this point, I could group it into something. So maybe when I make my other poll, I might make a list 724 poll and then start to group them in there. But I'm just going to create this right now. And it automatically is going to take me to the page where I would start to see the answers coming in. So I could post this up if we were doing this live in class. I could make it large and then make sure that I activated the poll. And then, the class could start to respond. And then you would see everything pop up here. But that is not what I want to do. So there are other ways. Again, you can do it live when the poll is active and just have them go to the URL. You can have them text as well. There is some audience restrictions that you can do, as well as response settings. And you can also schedule a lock or unlock time if you're looking for something very specific, for it to start or stop at a certain time. Moderation is not part of the free plan. So if that's something that you felt was really, really important to you, then you might want to look at possibly upgrading. Then you can test to see what it's going to look like when your students are going to go to that URL. So right now, the poll is not active. So we had to make sure that it is activated. And you can only have one poll activated at a time. So I'm going to kind of show you a workaround with that. So in 3 words or less, describe your relationship with the technology. I love it. And so I'm going to submit. And It says I love it, but only the word love is on there. Very sneaky. Let's try again. Love it lots. Well, the love got bigger because it's on there twice. Oh, that's right. See, every time I do this, I remember it will not do small words like I and it. But every time you use another word, again, it will get bigger. So, or change color. Love again, and hate and love. And so we'll see the hate and the love, but we won't see the word and. Sorry, I haven't used the word cloud here in a while. All right, which is why you should always check your tech ahead of time, which is what I did not do. And then we can look at our text messages. And so this is what our students would see if they decided to text. So they would have to text the Mariella SIEGE 741 to that number. Once they do that, then you can type in your response. It'll pop up here. When you're done, reply, leave, and then it'll send you a text message saying that you've left. And so that's just to get an idea of what your students may see when they are participating at the moment live. But I usually like to have it set up under present, where I can present it to them, or I'm sorry, to share it with them under present, because when you do this, I don't know if you can see here, it's very light. It says people can respond without the poll being active. So I can give them multiple polls and I don't have to worry about it being turned on or active. So this is usually what I do. Even sometimes if I'm in the room with them, I'll push out the link, or if I'm in a classroom, I share it through Google Classroom or in some other way, just because I find that it's a little easier to manage and I'm not running into any issues as far as, not making it active and now this one's not active or anything like that. You can take a look at the live results. You can embed this poll into a web page or blog as well. You can click on this and it'll kind of take you to pretty much something that looks like this, except the URL would be set up for that. And the how to present, there's also, you can, again, present from the web here, but you can also download this into your slides. Now it says PowerPoint, but you can also do it onto Google Slides now. So just something to think about as you are thinking the different options of how you want to use these polls. So that is how you can create one poll. And if we go back to polls, as a user, here's the information on how to put it into Google Slides as well as PowerPoint. But here's my ungrouped. In 3 words or less, describe your relationship with technology. There are 6 responses. I am going to clear those out before I give it to you live. And there will be another link for another poll. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to find out here soon as I get this ready. So have fun with that. Create an account. Though you do not have to create an account to respond to the poll, but create an account to kind of play with it and see where you might be able to use that, for your future assignments or anything else that you might need to do.